Good day, my fellow Americans. I just got off the greatest session of Minecraft to help my dear friend Aman Sharma with his extinct species presentation. Thank you, Aman, for having me here. It's an honor. Stegos are one of my favorite dinosaurs. The taxonomy is usually very complicated, so you can think of stegos as roofed lizards, in essence. There are three main divisions you should be concerned with: ornithischian, thyreophora, which refer to armored dinos, and Stegosauridae. But the woman of the hour is the Stegosaurus Stenops. The closest relatives to the Stenops is the Ungulatus and Sulcatus. God, Aman, these names are harder than pulling out of the Middle East, I'll tell you that. Moving on to ecology and lifestyle, these guys were one of the mega herbivores. They were slow and lumbering and lived in environments with lots of leafy flora. According to studies done in the Morrison Formation, we can deduce that stegos lived in arid environments with ferns, conifers, and other soft brush near large water sources. They specialized in dry and woody areas. As indicated by other fossils in the area, it lived with Camarasaurus, Apatosaurus, Barosaurus, Diplodocus, and what the haplokin Thesaurus. It also lived with Ceratosaurus, Torvosaurus, and its greatest enemy, Allosaurus. Its biology is iconic. 2 sets of bony plates across the back, which is debated by paleontologists. Was it for defense or was it for thermal regulation? We really don't know because the apex predators were slicers, not biters, so the plates would not really help. And the only substantial evidence we have for thermal regulation is that we found blood vessel traces in plate fossils. It had a flexible tail which it would use to stand on its hind legs to reach high plants and would travel in herds and protect their young from predators. Imagine a rhino with the length the size of a modern school bus, meaning most adult stegos would be 30 feet by 9 feet and would weigh about 2 tons. Stegos weren't the smartest tools in the shed. Their brains were the size of walnuts and looked like bent hot dogs. They were theorized to have auxiliary brains, which was eventually proven false. Their skeletons feature the bird-hipped shape, a feature shared by many dinos. Its occurrence in the geologic record dates it to the late Jurassic, which was 145 to 155 million years ago. Stegos flourished in the age 150 million S-years ago, and we can trace their ancestors, like we do for most dinos, to a smaller animal from the early Mesozoic, specifically the Scutellosaurus and Celytosaurus in the early Jurassic around 201 million years ago. Let's talk paleogeography. During the age of Stegos, we know Pangaea had broken into Laurasia to the north and Gondwana to the south. In Laurasia, an early Atlantic Ocean and Gulf of Mexico are being born as great sand dunes form and roll across North America. The Nevadan orogeny rages on, and the severe orogeny is well underway, building great mountains on the west coast of North America. We know from rock strata that the climate was warm and dry, with less differences in temperatures between equatorial and polar latitudes than today. Even with all this, we still don't know much about the Jurassic period, which is why it is hard to tell how and why stegos went extinct. We know elevated extinctions were occurring during this time when some living organisms just continued to evolve, adapting to new niches, while some were just left behind. Unfortunately for Stegosaurus, we think that an extinction in species of cycads, cycadophytes, and bonetatails and other low-growing plants lead to a gradual dying. Or it could also have been competition with other herbivores who specialized in longer necks and power, macronarians, faster eating, digestion, iguanodonts, better armor, ankylosaurs, plus emerging predators like the allo. A wonderful rise to form for the stegos, but much like for even the most dominant life, they crumbled to evolution's unabashed cruelty. But worry not, stegos. I, the 46th President of America, and most importantly, Aman Sharma, remembers. God bless and goodbye.